So this video starts out me just like chilling, making outfits and not really doing anything. It's this guy in the kill feed called Vitamin. He's killing people. Actually, he's really killing the same person. I don't really think much of it, but I can see he's like going off radar, killing people off radar. But at the moment, he's no issue to me. So at the moment, I'm just joining in this free mode war. And every now and then, that Vitamin guy, he'll go off radar, drive over to my area, start killing people in the area, and then by the time his off radar runs out, he'll drive back to his office. I eventually get suspicious of him, so I go on top of a rooftop where I can see his office. You can see this is the car that he's driving in now. He's also off the radar. Now because I was on the roof, I had a pretty good view of which side of the office he'll come out of, and you can see pretty far on PC, so I basically know exactly where he is. Now at this point, I'm not really that bothered by him. I'm just going to let him do his thing, but I'm still keeping him like in the back of my mind. Eventually he just appear on the map, and this is where I go to check his profile. Turns out he's been vote kicked, so people obviously aren't happy with him in this session. Then after a while I decide to make the brave decision to go over there and fly to him, see if I can try and kill him with my buzzard. Now I think his vehicle might have some Imani tech or something, because I can't seem to lock onto him at all, but nothing a little bit of free aim homing rockets can't fix. He then goes ghost organisation, so I can't see him on the map, and then goes inside the Rockford Plaza. Now it's important to know there are 3 exits to Rockford Plaza, actually 4 if you include the jump bit, but 3 directions that he can come out of, so it's really hard for me to know which way he's going to go.
Oh cool, we gonna have him too.
But the good thing is, I don't have to guess which way he comes out of, because in the kill feed, you can see that he kills someone. Now this is important because if I find the person that he killed and where they died, I can guess the rough location of where this guy's going to be. So instead of trying to find him with my buzzard, I decided to go on a rooftop so I can snipe him, because it's a lot easier to scout around. So there we go, all of that build up just for a little kill. So what do you reckon he's going to do next? Let's see. You can see through the building with my thermal that this is probably him here, and then he just disappears because he leaves. But this is now where the fun begins. So I send him a message saying nice rage quit, and then he responds calling me modder, of course. He then says off radar detected, modded account cause banned many times, thermal glitch is broken so you use a menu, enjoy your L modder. I'm not sure what he's trying to say there. I then ask if he wants to see my POV of the kill that I got, just for proof that I'm not modding, but this guy's really against that, he doesn't want to see my proof at all for some reason. He then says that I use a thermal glitch even though you can clearly see that I wasn't using thermal. And then he calls me a trash hard, saying I'm going to get banned for mods. And he asks me where my high rank is. He can't seem to fathom the fact that just because someone is a level 133, they can still snipe you. It's like, oh no, you can't snipe me. You have to be a level 600 to be able to snipe me, or else you're a modder. That's basically what he's saying. But he then says, oh, it's your 5th account, you got no skills, you've got a mod menu, all that stuff. And I keep saying, do you want to see my proof? But he just doesn't want to see my proof. I then say hi to YouTube, because that always gets people mad, no matter who it is. He then says the same thing again about the rank, blah blah blah, and I then say I can't believe you're so upset about just 1 kill. But now he's added to his list of things that he's accusing me for. He's saying I've got mods, macros, thermal glitch, using a menu to, or basically ESP, to find him off the radar. Because no, it's impossible to be able to find someone off radar. It's impossible to be able to snipe someone from a rooftop. This guy is just the epitome of brain deadness. He then says, oh, but everyone says they're not modding, even though I've got proof that he could clearly see if he just wasn't such a bitch. He then says, I'm stupid because it's impossible to know the side of the agency or the Rockford Plaza that he came out of. Now you can see that I was on top of a rooftop when he came out of the agency, so I could just look at the agency and see where his car goes. And then with the Rockford Plaza, I just found where he killed the other guy, and he was right there, easy. He then thinks I'm lying for some reason, then goes back to the, well, you're just a trash nerd with mods. He seems to think that he's smart because he uses this criteria to determine if someone's modding. So according to this guy, someone is modding if they have a low rank, a low KD, a hidden profile, and sits on a roof with a thermal helmet on. So, not if they're using aimbot, not if they're using God mode, anything like that, just those criteria. But yeah, he's the smart one, right. I then ask him to talk in Discord because I think that'd be quite funny, hearing how mad this guy is. He then doesn't want to, so I just say he's scared, and that makes him really upset. He's like, scared about what? You're 14 years old, and you got a tiny cock. Where's your Glock? So yeah, I don't know why he's thinking of 14-year-olds' penises. But he says, LMFAO, I'm French, it's not my native language. Nobody is scared by a nerd. He said he lives near Nancy, don't know where that is. He asked me if I want his address, and he tells me to come with a Glock. Tough little girl. So I just hit him with a lot of words for someone who's scared. But this is where he tells me he doesn't have a Discord, and then gives me a phone number. Well, that's what I'm guessing. But if you know with phone numbers, I can't call it if I'm in a different country, if I don't have the country code. I guess he's French, but I tried calling the number and it didn't work. He then says his name is Le Chevalier. Don't know what to do with that information. But then he also says, give me your phone number and your name. Yeah. So I ask him what kind of phone number it is, because I do actually want to call it. I ask him if it's a +44 number, which is what they use in the UK. And then he tells me to kill myself, and then proceeds to block me, which is funny because I thought he wanted me to call him, but I guess not. I guess he is scared. So I then go on my other account, and then I tell him to check YouTube, and he says, oh, I've got proof you're a modder because you've got so many accounts. He doesn't realise that creating an account is free. And then we've got some more random drivel. He blocks me on that account, so I got another account, and then he also says, oh, you're such a modder, you've got more than one account. Again, doesn't realise that you can make accounts for free. But he then blocks me again. If you want to send him this video, that's fine. But yeah, fuck this guy.